Hello, my Africa. Hello, brothers and sisters. This next confession, it is about a man from Mozambique that I have been speaking to for a couple of days, going back and forth. And it seems that he had got into contact with powerful traditional healers there in Mozambique, as he showed me a bit of evidence and some of the things that he told me to not post over here online. But I'll just try to post a little bit and the glimpse of what he had shown me. And the confession goes like this. Hello, Mr. Strange African Confession. I see that you know and understand a lot about spirituality, as I have been watching all of your videos and the evidence that you are putting online. But what I can tell you, I personally feel that some of the powers that you have posted online, that is nothing compared to what I've seen with my physical eyes. The reason why I'm saying this, it is because I have seen so many people using different kinds of muti, or what you call herbs. But the first thing that I can tell you is there's a big spiritual man here in Mozambique called Mutlanga. And hopefully some of your viewers would know him because he is one of the top big traditional healers here. What you should know about Mutlanga is he doesn't play games at all, because people all over the world come to him. And one of those people, they come all the way from Benin to Mozambique to just come and take power from that man. The man is known as a legend. The man has been called many names over the years. And it is believed that most of the African leaders all over the world that you see online on TVs, they use the same spirit for them to become more powerful in the society. And I personally went there and met Mutlanga to meet his spirit. And that spirit can talk to you physically. And I did not finish the rituals because I was scared of the power that he had. Because I talked to the spirit, like I say, personally. This is what happened when I went to Mutlanga. As I started approaching the traditional healer's house, I heard a woman screaming in my native language because we speak Portuguese in my home country. And she was like, "No, it's your sister Doi. Call her sua vida." Meaning that, no, this is scary. Run for your life. As she was running out of that traditional healer's shrine. And as I approached the yard, as that woman passed by me running away, and people were also intrigued of what they have seen. And I also was intrigued and kind of scared of what I have seen. And as it was my time to enter into the shrine, I heard the old man saying, "Shirio zapatos," and it meant that remove your shoes before you enter. And as I entered, I saw many things, such as the skin of a big python and weird, scary statues. And that traditional healer was sitting down at the corner of his shrine. And I couldn't tell the difference between the statues and him because the room was kind of dark. And the old man told me to sit down and to throw some money on the floor where his calabash was near it. And as I threw the money down near the calabash he started prophesying of how my life is going and how it will end. The surprising part about that old man was he was laughing at the same time while mocking me. Mocking in a way to show me that he is a big spiritual master. And as soon as he was done mocking me and prophesying to me, he asked me, "Am I really sure? Do I want to upgrade my life?" And I answered, "Yes, master. I want to upgrade my life." He started laughing and he was like, "Saya comprozo uvazu upolovermeyo," meaning that go out there and buy some eggs and some red cloth and come back to me and we can negotiate with the spirit. As that old man was done saying those words to me, I did what he told me to do. I went out to the shops and I bought everything that he needed. And when I came back, I entered back into the shrine. And at that time, I was feeling kind of relaxed because I thought that I was not going to scream like that woman that I saw running out of the shrine. And as I was still sitting down in his shrine, he took out a small bottle that had some seashells. And in that bottle, there were some beads inside. And those beads, when he shakes them, it would make a sound of chick, 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 chick. I hope you'd understand. And as he was shaking those beads, he told me to not run away because I might run mad. Because I'm not supposed to really clearly see the ghost or the spirit. The reason why he was telling me that it is because when I open the door, the light will penetrate inside of the shrine and I'll be able to clearly see the ghost or the spirit. So at that time, that means that I'll become mad. After becoming mad, it meant that I would walk in the streets naked or dirty and eat in the dustbins. So I had to man up and calm down. And if the spirits asks me questions, I have to just answer calmly without being scared. And the old man started chanting some words like, Venha ajuda, mufenyo, meaning that, come help my son, come help my son, as he was chanting to the spirit. Then within that 3 minutes, as he was shaking that bottle with beads, like I started hearing voices of different animals, starting with a sheep. And the sounds of the animals was like, and those sounds were coming from behind that traditional healer. And he just told me to just calm down because the spirit is just trying to adapt quickly to the normal human being voice. Because this spirit manifests itself first into a sheep, then a lion, then it will start talking to you. And that's what happened as it came, the spirit.
Yes. I'm here. What do you want, my son? My name is Oba. What do you want, my son?
And I was like, yes, the great Oba. Yes, I want power and wealth, the great Oba.
My son. Do you know what is the cost of that, my son?
No, father, I do not know what is the cost. Tell me more, father. Tell me more. I want to know.
You'll be left with 7 years to live. 7 years to live. After 7 years, your soul will come back to the shrine and it will become a topology. It will work for other people to become rich. Those are the costs. One of your toes and one of your kidneys is going to rot. And as it will rot, it will be a sacrifice.
Yes, father. Yes, I understood very loud and clear. And father, what is also needed for me to finish these rituals?
Go to the toilet and extract inside of a plastic bag. And put that poo in a plastic bag and bring it to the shrine. So that the traditional leader can work on it.
Yes, father. I'll do so as soon as I go out of the shrine. Thank you, father, for telling me everything that is needed. Thank you so much, father. And as I was done speaking to the spirit, the great Oba, I couldn't clearly see the spirit because it was dark, but I could see a glimpse a little bit of what is happening because it was like a half human and half lion, that face. After that, the traditional healer Mutlanga took his beads again and he did shaking those beads in that bottle, and he told the spirit to go back so that I can go out of the shrine, so that I can do what the spirit told me to do. Mr. Strange African Confession. Mr. Strange African Confession. I'm telling you, that day I knew that I was fucked in a way. Sorry for my vulgar language, but that was the scariest thing I've seen in my life. And as I went out of that shrine, Mr. Strange African Confession, I saw people on a line waiting for me to get out so that it can be their turn so that they can enter. And I just kept quiet and I laughed in my heart, saying that these people, they do not know what they're putting themselves into. And ever since that day, Mr. Strange African Confession, I never looked back and I never went back to that shrine because it was the most scariest thing I have ever seen. Till today, I have never went back. I'm telling you, I have never went back because now I was just starting to reminiscent and thinking of the things that I was going to go through. Firstly, my toes were going to get rotten and my kidney was going to get physically rotten. And that means that that was a sacrifice. So now I was imagining myself having a rotten toe and a rotten kidney. How am I going to start living my life, and how am I going to start enjoying my money and wealth? Those were the things that I was asking myself. That's the whole reason why I never went back to the shrine. But that's not the only story that I went through. Because like I say, I have seen so many spiritual and dangerous stuff. Because as you go to different shrines, you want to see more and more. Even though some things, they can be scary, but after a while, I do not know if it is the devil tempting you to go back to these shrines, but I went to another shrine, and I'm sorry for your viewers, but I cannot mention the name. But that old man, Mr. Strange African Confession, I'm even scared right now as I'm talking to you, because the things that I've seen, they are so surprising. Mr. Strange African Confession, please, by all means, do not share my numbers or share my pictures or share any details of me. If you do not believe in this stuff, I can take you to that first spiritual healer, the one that showed me power. And please, by all means, I want only you, because I feel that I can trust you, as I was sharing my personal things with you and also videos of the evidence of the powers in Mozambique. Please come alone. I want you here in Mozambique. Come and see power. And that's the end of the confession. I had to cut it short here. I had to cut it short. I've been speaking to this man for over a week now, as he was telling me what is happening in Mozambique. He said a lot since I was talking to him for more than a week now. He said a lot. I wish I could make this confession about 20 to 30 minutes. But I cannot, because it is too tiring. I'm too tired. I'm too tired, to be honest with you guys. Making a confession of 5 minutes, know that it takes 4 to 6 hours to make. Now imagine 10 minutes to 15 minutes. How many hours do I take now? So I'm tired now. But I hope you got a glimpse and you understood of what is happening over there, that side in Mozambique. Because I heard a lot of stories about that side. Thank you for listening. Take care, and I always say, God bless.